All right, good morning, boys. What is up? Today is Friday, December 26th. Took two trades today, one in Asia, one in New York AM session. I do believe there was only really one entry to take, so I'm going to go over this in the future. I'm going to go over my Asia trade first because I did secure an $8,000 payout with Lucid Trading. And the way it works with the pro accounts, like I mentioned before, is anything over 2,100 you can withdraw. So I'm taking 1,900 across 4 accounts, so essentially a $8,000 payout. That's what it is. To end the month, which is going to be $30,000 in payouts. Not bad at all. I also made some money in my Alpha Futures evals, but first things first, let me go over my Asia trade. That's the first trade I took. So coming into Asia, we did have a 1 hour gap right here. We tap into that 1 hour gap, right? You can see here, if I could find it. Sorry, 1 second. Where is it? All right, here we go. All right, so Asia opens. I did want to long Asia open to this high. This is my original entry. However, if you guys watched Asia open, which I doubt you did, price literally immediately opened, waked up, and like went down in the span of 5 seconds. Couldn't even execute. But what do I notice? I see, all right, obviously we're bullish on the higher time frame. We just made a new swing high in place. Take our fib. We tapped into 0.705 of this given range. So we are in OTE. I told you guys treat OTE as an imbalance, right? So now we're in OTE. We get a bullish reaction. I enter in long right here. Stops below a swing low. TP up here made around $250 per account, right? So my actual TP was like down here, something like that. But this is the actual take profit. I just took profit wherever I met the consistency rule and got a winning day. I'm not going to risk more. If it is my last day before a payout, am I going to take an actual trade? Of course, you should never be forcing trades for payouts. You should never be forcing trades that are not part of your system. I found a trade that is part of my system. I just moved my take profit lower so I can secure that payout. There's no reason for me to risk making more money when I'm securing actual income by having a set take profit, right? That is how I've always traded. The day before a payout, I always go very, very small on risk and just try to get that winning day in, right? So this is the first trade I took based off OTE and displacement to the upside, targeting an internal high. Second trade I took. Let me get rid of that take profit now. Coming into market open, price is trading. We're trading inside this 4 hour gap. We're pushing to the upside. We have clear buy side resting above us, right? We have a 15-minute order block here. Why is this a 15-minute order block? I think we're going towards London lows now. That is valid, right? I also saw London lows. I've had them marked out, and I didn't mind shorting to them. I'm gonna go over everything right now, right? So we broke structure right here, candle closure above the swing high, right? What does that mean for us? That means we created a 15-minute order block. Price taps into it. We have clear buy side resting above us, right? Not only that, but if we take a look at price, we have midnight open and London lows that are about to get swept, unless there's an SMT, which I know there is not. I doubt there is. I think it just got swept as we were talking, right? We have London lows and not yet. All right, we have London lows and midnight open resting below us. So obviously those are draws on liquidity that I can look at, right? When I saw price dump at market open, I thought, all right, you know what? Maybe we do want to go take out London lows. So I drew my fib from top to bottom, right? And at this point in time, I was considering shorting. I thought, all right, if this 933 candle actually gives us a closure like down here, I will enter in short to London lows, right? Because now we're expecting OTE of a bearish range and a bearish gap with clear sell side resting below us, right? So I'm open to both longs and shorts. We just swept London lows, right? However, we did not. We got a large displacement to the upside, coming out of a bullish 15-minute gap, right? This is a 15-minute gap, I think, here. Is it? I guess it's not, actually. I thought it was a 15-minute gap. I think it's a very small imbalance, so I don't think we count that. However, this is a volume imbalance, so I'm going to count this as some sort of gap. I treat all imbalances very similarly, right? We also have a breaker block here and a 15-minute order block here. After we respected that and also tapped midnight open, this 15-minute gap as well, right? We also tapped midnight open. So I figured, you know what? Price is definitely bullish at this point in time. Not to mention, we also tapped OTE, if I can get that tool up here for you guys. Right? Shit, what are you doing? Hold up. Let me fix this real quick. This is wrong. The fuck are you doing, dude? Here we go. We tapped the OT of the range and respected it perfectly while also tapping midnight open, right? Which is right here. So midnight open, OTE, and then we get a respect to the upside with an inverse. Let me delete all these lines so it's not as confusing. Right. We get an inverse to the upside as well as a CISD. Do I enter off here? No, I actually did want to wait for a retracement just because there was a bearish SMT with ES. Not only that, because ES swept that high at market open at 9:30, that internal high was swept by ES, but we did have this 4-hour high that Nasdaq swept overnight. So we had a bearish SMT at this 4-hour high, but I figured, hey, Nasdaq is lagging to this internal high and ES is lagging to this external high. So let me just take profit whenever ES takes out this external draw on liquidity, right? Which is this high all the way up there, right? If we take a look at price, they actually took profit at the exact same period of time, 9:36 a.m. and 9:36 a.m. price opened low and then closed high, taking out both draws of buy side at the exact same moment, right? Which is what I want to see from the indices. I actually entered here off a pullback. I didn't enter perfectly on this. This is a CISD. Why is this CISD? Candle closure above the last move to the downside before super sell side. What is the last move to the last move to the upside? This candle right here, 928. Candle closure above the body, right? Body candle closure above 928, right? Before a sweep of all this sell side. CISD, which got respected perfectly. Look at that, right? Could have entered off the retrace to the CISD. I personally just entered off a little open low just to get a better fill in. Right, 2 contracts on eval because it's eval. Just like that, stops at this candle's body low for a 1-to-1 risk to reward, targeting that internal high. Pretty clean trade, pretty clean delivery actually. We got delivered in like 2 minutes, so not bad at all. And after that, I don't think any longs were that valid, just because the way I trade is internal liquidity based. So if, like, let's say we got a retrace into OTE, so price rejected right here and gave us an inverse, then you would have had a nice long to this internal high and maybe these unfilled gaps resting above you, right? However, that was not the case. We did not respect any bullish confluences. We actually kept dumping at this point in time right here. Could have actually targeted London lows with a stop above that swing high, right? Because we did have a draw on liquidity resting below us, and that was a pretty good draw. Maybe now the price and market actually reverses. But I'm done trading for the day. You guys know I just traded one trade. You guys always ask for my rules. One trade. If I win, I'm off, right? If I lose my first trade, I'll take a second trade. Not as high risk, right? I'll risk the same. I'm not going to up my risk. Usually it is the same risk, more or less. But first trade, I win, I hop off. First trade, I lose. I take a second trade. If I take 2 L's in a row, I'm off. 2 L's, if I've done 2R on the day, I am done for the day. And I will go see better days, right? Preserve your capital and trade a better day, right? Any questions about anything that happened today in the market? Let me know. Like I said, my draws are both bullish and bearish, all dependent on how this candle closed. If we got confirmation to the downside, like we did right here, right? Literally same exact situation, by the way, just so you guys know, right? SMT at a high, gap, right? Candle closure lower, I would have targeted London lows, right? What happened here? SMT at a high, tap into a bearish gap, candle closure lower, short to London lows, right? We just got a candle closure higher, so I went for the nearest internal high. It just made sense to me because the higher time frame was bullish as well. If you align the higher and lower time frames, you are going to get a higher probability setup, right? So I hope you guys have a blessed day. Any questions, let me know. Free Discord is going to be in the description for you guys. Remember, I'm currently only trading Tradeify, Lucid, and Alpha Futures. Code Ale will save you the max sale on all of them, right? So I hope you guys have a blessed day, safe trading, and I'll see you boys tomorrow. Peace out.